back to it. Let's jump in. People of YouTube, I am over on stream and we are recording one final episode of Funguys Swarm for y'all over on the channel until the next big update comes out, because pretty much there's not a lot more to see. So let's jump on in. Let's do the harder difficulties. Let's start with the frozen pond. Let's try the hardest level on the hardest difficulty. You know, that's all we got. I've played a good amount. I've gotten all the upgrades. So, you know, this is what endgame looks like. There's still like meta upgrades that I need, like increase your max speed or your max damage or whatever. But for the most part, I've got it. Have I played Satisfactory recently? Oh yeah, I played, I mean, probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago. Recently enough. I was talking to Rick about maybe wanting to check that out with him. Let's go with Shockwave. There's been some things in 1.0. All right. I mean, that's not a game that you can just jump into. That's a game where you're like, oh, you want to play some of this? Okay, 300 hours later. We finally made it past phase 1. Let's go with... I like dash. Let's do quick dash. Okay. Whee! Also mods? Oh, I bet. My thing is, the game that I'm putting that kind of time into right now is Trailmakers. That's the one that I've really been kind of just loving. Because it's just fun trying to make a thing work. When you work super hard to try and get something to fly, and then you finally get it flying, oh, it's beautiful. Hard to pass up Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade's pretty dang good. Will I be going AoE build on this? Maybe got two of them. Got two of them. Do. All right. I've also been on my own checking out Ball Pit again. Just getting excited for the full release on that one. One of y'all let me know that I will be able to carry over my save progress. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, then maybe let's do that. Let's get wide reach. If we're gonna have some wide moves, let's get some wide reach. Okay. Hello. So, as many of y'all know, I have been working on my voice acting, reel, and stuff like that. I want to try and do more stuff in that arena. And so it's really funny, just kind of the process and like trying to get stuff together for a reel. Like, you know, for example, I've done Percy, right? That's an acting role. That's a video game acting role. But like, there are things like commercials and like TV announcements and things like that. The things that like 95% of the voice acting work out there is nothing like acting in the way that you might think, right? It's about presenting, which totally can do. But I've had to go and find, there's tons of great, let's see, do you want 2 of them or larger? Let's go with 2 of them. Tons of great sites out there that have like scripts, essentially free scripts that you can use as like practice scripts for like a fake app or a fake TV show or something like that. And it's like, here's a script for like the copy for the 30-second ad read for the in-between, talking about the show that's coming up or something like that. And so, been recording a bunch of those. Let's do increased speed. And it's just really, really funny hearing myself do the voices of like one of them's like, what if there was an app that could help you schedule your life in a way that allows you to maximize your business and your pleasure? Like that kind of a thing, right? There was one... It's like a bunch of challenges. It's sort of like voice challenges, you know? Let's get bonus XP. And so one of the ones that I got, though, like it specifically was like it wanted the southern twang and stuff like that. But it was for like, you know, essentially think of like a Discovery Channel style, like a Pawn Stars, Mountain Monsters, whatever kind of thing. And so I'm like sitting there, I'm like, Riley and Philip found one of the most unique things they've ever seen, and you're going to want to tune in. You know, like that kind of thing. So anyway, having a lot of fun and a lot of weirdness going and doing that. I actually can, in a little bit, maybe after this run, I'll let y'all listen to what my commercial reel sounds like. And it's also one of those things, like a lot of it is, it's a lot of it's practice, a lot of it's like getting pieces going in different areas so that like I can be applying to jobs while working on another reel, while doing this, while doing that. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm very motivated. I want to get my voice out there, you know? Mostly though, I think where my skill set lies is in the performance and character space. Presenting I can do fine, but I'm not passionate about it at the very least. But even just when I was practicing, like reading stuff for like narrations, you know, like, oh, let's do it as if you're reading, you know, a book, do an audiobook. And it's like, oh wow, you do have to treat your voice differently. Like you're not just reading and you're not just acting. There's like a narration voice that's like in between where it's emotive, but allows space for the viewer or for the listener to emote as well, if that makes sense. So anyway, been having some fun. Oh, evolution time. It's evolution, baby. Every time you dash, reduce skill cooldowns. Well, I do have quicker dashes. I don't have a lot of cooldown-based stuff, actually. It's chance-based. I don't know how it affects leaves, because the leaves are always going. Well, we'll try it, though. We'll try it. Because I do have quick dash, so maybe we'll go for a little bit of dash-based stuff. Okay. Whee. It's hard to pass up Great Barrage. Just increased base projectiles. Especially if I'm gonna have Thunderstrike. Okay. Do 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 do. This music's so cute. All right, let's head back down that way. Oh gosh. All right. So y'all out there, what games y'all been playing? What you playing right now? / what chores are you getting done? Oh man. Goodness. I think it was yesterday. Chrissy and I, we needed to make dinner and they were like, well, we need to clean up a little bit. And we ended up cleaning for like 3 hours and forgot to eat. And then it was like 10 at night where Chrissy's like, we need to have dinner. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Food's a good thing. Let's go with Thunderstrike. Playing Grounded 2 and Rematch? What's Rematch? Crimedy, you plan on going back to Tiny Bookshop after today's stressful, fruitless workday? Ugh, I'm sorry. But it'll be a good de-stressor for you. I think Fawn's been playing that one, right? Someone has been. I haven't watched too much of it. Rematch is a soccer game? Got it. Chance to shock. Let's do chance to shock. Oh, I should grab the Moondew thing. Let's do more of that. Squirrels. Audiobook narration is a skill. One of the authors I follow often hires freelance voice actors for self-pub audiobooks, and she posts samples. Some of the voice acting narration is choice. Yeah, it's like, it's a skill set. It's a skill set. And it's one that I would like to acquire. One thing that YouTube has done for me, for sure, has been 10 years of rigorous training of being able to speak at length, long periods of time, uninterrupted. That has been a thing that YouTube has helped me with a lot. So narration falls right into there. It's just about finding the right voice, and specifically the right voice for each thing, like each specific story you're telling, right? Like the right narration voice for a kid's story versus a horror story versus a romance, right? It's like you are entirely different characters there. And if you're narrating versus, like, if you're narrating third person, right? They went and did this versus first person, I went and did this, right? Like, again, totally different. It's a lot. It's the kind of stuff I didn't think about when I was, you know, starting to do this little revisit into my voice acting journey. But, yeah, just a lot more. So I'm going to be making like 10 different reels, and like I've already got jobs that I want to apply to. Today I need to finish putting up an account that I'm making on Backstage, which for those who don't know, that's a website for finding jobs in the entertainment industry, essentially. So I need to set up a profile for that. I tried to last night, and they were like, "Oh, you need a headshot," and I was like, "Well, I don't take pictures of me." Thunderstrike. It has to fit the character and their personality. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other part. Like, I think the thing that I'm having to remind myself is I am not perfect for every role. You take damage, or do I want, let's do the area one. So I need to not think of it as like going out for a role, I have to have the perfect voice, or I have to figure out the perfect thing or whatever. It's like, no, I figure out my interpretation. And if I'm the right one, then I'm the right one. And if I'm not, then that's okay. But like, I literally can't do every single voice. All right. It's actually kind of a powerful and helpful thing to have a forced limitation on myself, because if I could do every voice, believe me, I would try. Been using the same headshot for the last 5 years because you're too lazy to do it. I mean, I'm probably going to use the one that has been my Instagram, Twitter, and elsewhere one for the past several years. Oh, ow. We're getting hurt. We're getting hurt. Ooh, I'm in a danger zone, y'all. We're in a danger zone. This is a tough one. Well, let's do rapid strikes. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. Ah! Scary. Okay. Thunder Spear. If I can get the thing that boosts sky-based moves, that'd be pretty great. Looks like there's another chestnut. Yeah, I saw another one on the map as well. Do. Wow, one upgrade. Weak chestnut, y'all. Weak chestnut. Oh boy, give me that. And then I see that there's a heart out here. So that's nice. Give me that. I don't really want to do the curse one right now, essentially. Alright, well, Astral Potency also works. Oh, we can do a reroll. Let's do a reroll. What do you got for me? Sky Blessing! That's what I was talking about. Boom. All my sky-based moves.
Oh my god!
Terratan! Thank you for your subscription. Mushroom soup? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Speaking of soup, yesterday I was watching... Yeah, we want the shields. It's nice that it's like... prorated. I don't know how else to say it, what I'm trying to say. You get the shields for the swarms that you already had. Wow. That's hard to pass up. We'll do it. Speaking of soup, yesterday I was watching some YouTube. Lately we've been trying to find ways of like, you know, saving money, as most people are. And one of those things that you can do is try and adjust like how and what you eat, right? But specifically I came across a video where a guy was talking about how, you know, you should, you know, don't buy chicken breasts, don't buy chicken legs, things like that. Just buy, or thighs, or whatever. Just buy a chicken, you know, buy a whole chicken and cut your own chicken. And I was like, that's something I can do. I can butcher. Runs in the family. But, it was one of those ones where it was like, I really liked it because he really broke down. He's like, and here's what the price differences are like. If you go to Trader Joe's, or if you go to here, if you go to there, this is how much you're saving on each of these things. But then the big one being like making your own stock. Right? I've never done that before. I'd love to give it a shot. And, you know, maybe it'll also help us save a little bit of money. Let's do bouncies. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncies. Boy, what hit me? What hit me? I couldn't see. Let's go Skyfall. You made soup yesterday, froze half of it, and you're still cleaning a bit? That's how it goes. Don't know what that sound was. Boing. Okay. Zap, zap. Zap, zap, zap. Ah! The ice confuses me because, like, I'll zip forward and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be on the ice, so I'm going to slide a bit. And it's like, oh, no, I missed it. I'm on the snow. I'm completely confused. Do I want stinky? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Where'd that XP go? Okay. I'm not in a rush to go and do that other challenge, by the way. You have so much scraps you're saving for stock, but you never make it. Like, that's my thing. Is like, I was watching this thing, and it was basically like, no, you're going to make stock every time you do this. Every time you butcher a chicken, whatever you're not eating, you're throwing that in a pot and you are making stock. That's basically what it sounds like this guy's like motto is. And he's like, your life will change forever. You can use it in so many things. Fresh stock is going to be 1,000,000 times better. It's going to have all the collagen and everything. Like, makes sense. And it's honestly the kind of thing that I think a lot of people, like, I've never tried it because my dad growing up had like a thing against chicken because he's in the beef industry and I think they're competition or something. So I never learned how to butcher a chicken just because we didn't have chicken in my home growing up. But like, you know, I can cut you some steaks off of a side of beef. So anyway, something I might try sometime soon. Could be a fun little journey. Price has never been much of a cook. But doesn't mean it can't be now. All right. Do I want one of these? After moving a set distance, spawn a powerful rune. Explodes if you dash. Temporarily increase your weapon damage after leveling. On cooldown, create an area that boosts your damage but also increases movement speed. This one's fun. We'll do Flaming Ring. Let's see. Criminy. In practice, it's just easier to buy ready-made. Meanwhile, I have leeks and lamb bones in my freezer. It's just, yeah, exactly. It's about ease of use, but like, you know, with stock, oftentimes it's like, well, I'm already doing a thing, or I have a thing I want to get, and it's like, oh, I'm going to need stock, but it's like, if you already got it, it's like, oh, well, cool, I've already got it, right? Massively increase the length of the spears. Let's do it again. Yeah! I'm slipping and sliding, I'm slipping and sliding, I'm slipping and sliding! Completely surrounded. Gimme. Okay. Get me out of here! Good boy. Good boy. It's scary. There's too many of them. I want the multi-target. It's 2 additional targets? Yes. There you go. That's what you want to see. Pew, pew, pew. Nah. Okay. What time are we at? 13 minutes? Oh, okay, we're coming up. Close to the end on this one. Thunder Spear. Ah! I was looking at the flipping map. Oh my god, dude. How many of those guys are gonna spawn? Like 5 of those exploding guys all at once. I only get 2 dashes. Okay, what you got for me? Doo-doo. Double the bonus. Ooh, I love this one. Oh, these are both really good, actually. We'll do the flaming ring, the bonus, because it's like, it doubles the damage against all of them. Let's go with Great Barrage. Do I want to inflict Starlight? I think if you're attacking with your weapon 12 times, spawn a barrage of projectiles around. I'll do that. I've never tried it. Could be good. My fire attack's enough. Oh god. Thunder Spear. They rotate. Spears now spawn randomly around you. Oh, I think instead of being just in front of you. Let's have them rotate. Let's just have them, like, do a sweep. Yeah, look at that. It's like laser beams. Like, they go so fast. Look at that. Just that sweep. Alright. Let's go get those. The Ember. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We're zapping. Whee! Darn it. The whales! So many whales! Oh, God. Let's keep working on this guy. I would like it to start doing some damage. Okay. Oh, God. Down. Damn it. Inside. Okay. Dude, they're spawning so many of the whales. Yes, give me that magnet. Get me out of here. Woo! Alright, give me the beam now. Randomly choose an enemy and have him get beamed. Bzzzt. Oh, now their boss is here. Didn't invite you, sir. Ah! You can speak to my manager. His name's Lava Steve. You can find him at the Emporium. Oh, gosh. There you go. Yeah, look at that. The damage output. Yeah. Yeah. The Doom Beam is really powerful. Okay. I'm very worried about this boss. The fish. On this difficulty level, he's gonna be a pain in the butt. Quicker dash, sure. Alright. Sky Blessing. Let's get some more damage output. Rapid Strikes. Oh. Cool. No! Okay. It's gonna be tricky. 50% cat, 50% fish, 100% rage. He's so big angy. Oh gosh. Luckily, generally when he comes in here, into the big ring, he will be the target of the beam. Because whenever it does target him, it won't leave him alone until he leaves the circle or dies, right? Yeah. Whee! Okay, come on. Come on. Big damage. Uh-oh. Yeah! Doom Beam! It's been a while since we played the Capybara one. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Ah! I forgot. What's that one called? It's a fun one. It's a fun one, for sure. Do. Oh, wow. That was close. Okay. Get us exploded. Woo! Eek! Okay. Okay. Wee-oo! Wee-oo! You. Wee-oo! Oh, that was close. Don't you dare. See, he's getting hit with that beam. Alright. Oh my gosh, the number of shots of the lightning. I think it's because I had it on the AoE plus the target multiple targets that happened. Extremely powerful capybaras, thank you. Great game. Great game. Great one of these games, especially if you want to play co-op with 3 other people. Dunzo, not even a problem. Not even a problem. You know, I've noticed in this game, much like many of these types of games, there's a tipping point. There's always a tipping point, because I had this run won, like, 4 or 5 minutes ago, we'll say. But before that, I was in a real dangerous spot for a little while there, for 3 or 4 minutes. And it's like, it's just once you hit a certain, a certain number of moves that put out a certain amount of damage, or once you clear past like the 4th swarm or something like that, like whatever it is, there's a point at which things change in your favor. Like they can still be intense, but like, I think when I got the beam inside the ring of doom at 400% damage, it was like, okay, I have a get out of jail free card thing here. Let's see. Thunder Spears did the most damage. I would not have expected that. If you told me that, I would not have believed you on that. Interesting, because I picked those up late, too. Interesting. That's good to know, honestly. I need to put some respect on those Thunder Spears. Okay. Doodle-doo. Oh, yeah, I've been working on slow-mo. Slows down enemy projectiles around us. So, okay, cool. Next level will definitely be boosted. Okay, let's go ahead. We will do one more run as SHROOMBA. Swap in Quacky. Let me go and buy a couple of upgrades because I'm almost maxed out, as you can see. Let's go ahead and do the most expensive one. Dash cooldown. And I don't think there are any more treelings that I can get. I think I have all the treelings that you can have. I've been trying to slowly level them up. So let's see. You are get hurt and get HP back. You are reduced weapon range but do more damage, and you slow down projectiles. Let's stick with slow-mo. Let's swap over to maybe the garlic hammer. Spend some amber. I want the charge speed. Yeah. That one. Okay. And equip. Alright. And then I cannot spend any mushrooms because I have already bought them all. These are all just things like get rerolls, get banish tokens, get your evolutions at 5 minutes and 10 minutes, things that help you with curse management. So nothing like stat boosty, just more control-y, game control-y. Okay. All right, people on YouTube, we're jumping in. We'll go to the carrot farm because we did Frozen Pond before. We're talking about Marvel movies and stuff. I'm eating cheese. Sprout, you enjoyed the last Captain America? It wasn't perfect, it was decent. Yeah, I liked it. Like, yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. Like, you know, it's not one of the best Marvel movies there was, but it's a good one. I'm a little biased because I love me some Captain America. Everybody knows that. Let's do wider reach. When we're doing the garlic, we got to do the wider reach. You know, Captain America's my favorite superhero, so there's a bit of that there. But I do think that, like, just from a Marvel movie standpoint, they nailed the tone. It felt like a Captain America movie. Stuff with Red Hulk was cool. The stuff that they did with Sam that Steve never could have done, smart moves, right? So much of what they do in that movie, Steve Rogers could not have done. Because it's like, you know, you're flying around and things. It was very cool. It feels like such a time commitment to watch them all in order can be a little overwhelming. Is it worth it? At this point, no. I would say that you absolutely should not try and watch them all. Or in order. I think you should really pick a character. Legitimately, you should pick a character that you like. And then watch the movies with that character. And just follow that character. And you will slowly get introduced to the other characters, and then you'll determine whether or not you actually even want to go and watch them. It's exactly how the comic books work, which is you pick the hero you like, and you start reading those comics. And every now and then, they're gonna have little side characters that come in, and you're gonna go, you know what? That guy's kind of cool. I want to know about that guy. And then boom, now you're a fan of 30 other heroes. So, absolutely do not just start from the beginning and start going forward. You're already treating it like a science project at that point. Yeah. Naruto, I think I've not watched any Marvel since Endgame. I loved it before, but kind of lost interest in what came after. I mean, a lot of people fell off there, I think. Understandable. I mean, let's be real. Endgame was an incredible conclusion to an incredible epic. You could stop there and be done. You easily could stop there and be done. But there are still some great ones that have come after that. And I'll say, like, you know, I do think there's a lot to be said about checking out the shows and things, you know? Falcon and Winter Soldier's great. The, WandaVision, the first season was really, like... There's a lot of good ones. Anyway. I like Marvel stuff. Benny, Superman you loved. It's on your buy to own list. Cool. Cap was always your favorite character, but the MCU helped elevate him to one of my favorites. Iron Man and Spider-Man were my faves. My favorite character overall was always Superman, though, so this new film was something or other. That's awesome! I'm glad that you got a movie that you wanted. You know, as a huge Cap fan, got real lucky with the Chris Evans one, and then, you know, everything since then. But, you know, they tried doing Captain America in the 90s. That movie's rough to watch. It's nice when they get it right. I'll take the hit. I'll take the mutation. Your computer was having a temper tantrum? Oh no! But you're back. Shock or... Wait, oh, Oh, I thought I took the different one. I took the same shockwave that I had before. I thought I took the one that surrounds you, because that's the special one that he gets. That SHROOMBA gets. Okay. That's fine, though. That's fine. Dash leaves a spike, or it can now be triggered twice. Oh, it's tempting. The dash ones are always tempting to me. You can dash a lot. Whew. Smash, smash, smash. Is it a chance-based move? Eek. Oh, got hit again. Gosh darn it. Don't have shields this time. It's trickier. Okay. Yeah, I can lose some curse. Hey, it says, how's it going? Fell behind on Ant-Man 3, adulting and parenting took over life. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people did not like Quantumania. I liked it. It's campy as heck. It's ridiculous. But that's the whole thing about Marvel stuff, is they're so tonally different here and there. But I will say I fully understand people being upset with Quantumania if you liked the first two Ant-Mans, which I do. I love them. Some of my favorites. The first Ant-Man is frequently ends up being my favorite of the Marvel movies. But I love the character so much that it's like the changes in the second one didn't bother me. Or in the third one, didn't bother me. But like, I get people being like, well, wait a minute. There's no Luis, and you know, there's no big building heist kind of thing, right? Because that was sort of a component of the first two. Let's reroll. Attacks have a chance to summon claws. It's not bad. Let's do it one more time though. Water moves, leaf blade, magnet. Let's just do magnet, I guess. You enjoyed it, you just don't have time for movies these days? Yeah, I know, but I mean, I was kind of saying, like, I can understand how, like, that's around the period where it, like, stops becoming important for people to keep up with, you know what I mean? But, yes, I don't go to the movies. I barely watch movies. So I'm with you. It took me 2 days. I mean, I think it actually took me 3 days to watch Thunderbolts. Because I was falling asleep. Because I'm old. Let's see. Instead of spawning a single wave, spawn 2. I think we're going to do the 2. Because I have the spawn on an enemy, and then now it'll spawn 2 on the enemy as well, right? Ow. Yeah, there, double rings. Boom, boom. Oh. Well, because we're going this way. But yeah, I've heard that Fantastic Four was good. I haven't watched it myself, obviously, so I don't know. But I heard it was good. So I am excited for that. And hopefully it's the kind of thing that can kind of reorient everything, especially because the next Avengers movie is Doomsday. So the Doctor Doom stuff's going to be a big deal. And he's kind of their guy. Let's grab Splash Shot. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, let's go this way. Okay. Oh, I love that art. I need the shield one if I can get it. Damn. Let's go for this one then. You enjoyed the Kang build-up, so it's a little sad that they won't pay off. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, like you say. It's a shame. I got hit a couple times there. These AoE guys. Just try and get some XP a little faster. Oh, come on, dude! Really? I don't like having 0 shields. But yeah, it's going to be interesting them having to pivot to Doom right away for the next Avengers movie when, like, there aren't a lot of movies between now and then, from what I understand. So, like, to an extent, it's going to come out of nowhere. I mean, I guess it probably comes out of Fantastic Four. But, like, not as much time as the other ones have had, really. I guess in that way it'll feel like Avengers 2, maybe. Like Ultron, where, like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Just happens. It's its own thing, really. I still, like, this is one of those ones that's, like, you know, controversial opinion. Avengers Age of Ultron is the most Avengers movie that there has been. Like, it is the most... Pick a random issue of the Avengers and what does it feel like? Avengers Age of Ultron. They just kind of nailed that it was just about the dynamic and it was about solving the problem and there wasn't much larger than that. It was just what it was. Because everything else has been like massive epics, right? Mirror double's nice, but it only works for my splash shot right now. Let's just go ahead and let's do mutation. Additional 2 areas. Also triggered on cooldown. Let's do the triple mountain. Yeah. So now we double? I think? Yeah, look at that. Bang, 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 bang. Wow. Goodness. Age of Ultron super underrated. If I was just wanting to get an MCU fix, it probably would be the one I'd watch. I often talk about how the kinds of movies that I watch the most are what I call, like, Saturday morning movies. But, like, to an extent, they're movies that you don't have to pay attention to. There are movies that are kind of, like, just straightforward and, like, kind of serve their purpose. And, like, they just have a certain feel to them. So, like, I think, like, the Venom, the Tom Hardy Venom, is one of those movies where it's like, I would not call it the best comic book movie by any stretch of the imagination. If you asked me to grade it, I'd probably be like, I don't know, B? B minus? But I'm probably more likely to watch that one again and again and again than I am to watch Endgame. Right? It's, you know, it's like... There's a disconnect between the concept. Again, it's 2 different things, right? There's best in terms of what you think is, like, the best narratively and structurally and emotionally and visually, like, right? Like, best movie, right? Best. And then there's the one that's the most entertaining. And I think those are 2 separate things. Best and entertaining, 2 separate things. Whale Punch leaves an area with tiny punches. Whale Punch now splits into 2. Ooh, I want the doubles. Gonna have tons. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun. And sometimes that's what you want, you know? Different movies for different situations. Ooh, boy. Man. Have I just started? Goodness. No, that's what I was looking for. Nice. That's wild, dude. Give me the XP. Oh, no more rerolls, huh? Well then, but I already have that one, so we'll just do that. Okay. Boom shroom, nah. Thunder Strike could be worth it. Let's get a lot of lightning going on. Let's do that. It's been a lightning heavy couple of runs here, but it's the options that were given to me. One run that's fun is with the other character. I think her name is Ursa. She has a build that you can build around the pink cards, the night element cards. And that's kind of fun. Shooting all kinds of purple sparkly stuff everywhere. Let's boost our splash shot. Ooh, I should have grabbed Lucky Dice. I want that one. Lingers or freezes? I would like... Oh, I can get the other one later. Okay. Let's do lingers. I thought I was on my second evolution there. I want linger and freeze. That combination would be nice. Dude, these hits. Criminy, your problem is that where you move, there's only one movie theater near you. You'd have to go into Manhattan to watch a movie. And if it's not the one near you, got it. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, we do actually live pretty close to a theater. A couple of them actually, like a small mom and pop one, and then like a Regal one. But it's just expensive, you know? That's really what it comes down to. It's just expensive. Like at the end of the day, we could go see a movie and have like an okay dinner, or we could go to a very nice dinner. You know what I mean? Aaron Mazza, how's it going? But like, you get what I mean? Like you can up the level of your date by saying, instead of going to a movie, we're going to spend this money on the restaurant that we go to. You could buy an extra round of drinks and each pay an extra $10 on your entree, and you'd still be breaking even. You know what I mean? So I think that's just where it goes for me, is when I'm thinking about like, what can we do? And we love going to the movies, right? We have gone a couple of times this year, regardless, but it's more of a decision, you know. It's more of a thought process. When Chrissy and I first started dating, pre-pandemic, we went to movies all the time. That was like one of our favorite things. We were like, right before lockdown, we were like thinking about, oh, we should get that like Regal pass where like you spend a monthly fee, but you get to go to this many movies or whatever. Because we actually probably will save money that way. We were at that point. And now we barely go. And it's just because it's so expensive. There's just way too much other stuff that you can justify that on. Let's keep going with Well Punch. Okay. Let's keep doing this. All right. Well, I'm not charging my thing up on my own, so we're going to do this. It's funny, it's not triggering because I'm not killing any of the enemies with my weapon attacks because they're all dying to just my other abilities too quickly. Oh yeah, shields, thank you. Let's build you up. All right. So I'm trying to think what other movies, because there's a couple that we want to see. There's some horror ones and whatnot that we're wanting to check out. I've heard Weapons is good, although one of my best friends told me he wasn't a fan. Which usually to me I'm like, oh dang, because we often line up. But I'm still want to check it out. Let's go ahead and get it. But so there's Weapons. Oh, The Conjuring just came out. I don't know if that ended up being any good. The skill area now expands wider. Sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So probably that, just because, like, you know, at this point I've seen every Conjuring movie. It's sunk costs. I gotta find out what happens. And then, sadly, so there's a movie in theaters right now, which is Hell House LLC. I don't think it's called Origins. Something or another. Anyway, it's like the 5th movie in a series of movies that have been on Like streaming for forever. On dash, the size increases every 10 seconds. Well, let's do the leave them. Oh boy, lots of stuff to see. Hold on. So the Hell House movies are a series of like found footage movies, or at least the first 3 are, and it's weird. But really good. Like honestly, if you want my honest opinion, the quality of them descends rapidly from the first one, and it is a downward trajectory. The first one's the best, the second one's the next best, the third one's the next best. By the time you hit number 4, what are you doing? So the 5th one is in theaters and apparently is doing horrible. Like people are giving it like some of the lowest reviews ever, and it's like, yeah, doesn't surprise me. Let's do the chance to freeze. I think that's what I was wanting before. But that's a shame because it's the first one of theirs to make it into theaters. You'd want it to be successful because like I like the other stuff they've done, but so that's too bad. So I won't be seeing that one. Okay. That's why industry and the profit motive don't belong in any creative endeavor. Agreed. 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 Emphasis on the greed. But, yeah. It's poisonous to art. It really is one of those ones that, like, the trilogy... I mean, I'll put it this way. The first movie is enough on its own. The first movie, you don't need anything else, and the first movie's great. The trilogy, they tell the story that they wanted to tell. They explain all the stuff that they want to explain, and then they reach what you could easily consider a conclusion. They put a circle on it, you know? So... the 4th one was clearly when they were like, let's just cash grab this thing. I do think that the first 3, they had a vision. It's just the more money they got, it's something about the struggle of making something like that shoestring budget that oftentimes makes them better, you know? And I think that was the case here. Prime example that I give, this is a much larger scale situation, right? Not tiny horror movies. But like The Matrix, the first Matrix is the best one. Why? They didn't have any money, so they had to figure out how to do all the stuff that they want to do and make it look good, so they had to think about it more. You know what I mean? I legitimately think it's just they had to think about it a little bit more. But when you can CG something, you can just come up with an idea and be like, all right, do that. When you have to be like, how are we going to practically do this? You have to sit with the idea for more than a half a second and be like, man, maybe that's not even a good idea. Go on. Last week I missed a local horror festival, so I have no recommendations. There you go. No, I need to be better about watching them. There's a period of time where I was doing a good job of, I was watching some like every day. I was getting caught up. Take damage, trigger it 3 times. No, let's do, yeah, leaping. My goodness. All these big smashy zones. So y'all, you know, I was talking about in the last run, I was like, you reach a tipping point, right? I think we've reached it. To you, Star Wars is always impressive for that time? Oh, yeah. And again, having to figure out how to make it work. Like, they had some money, but they didn't have a lot of money. Lucky is that in Thousand Year Door? It's been... I haven't played Paper Mario in a long time. And really, I only played the first one, like, myself. I've only really watched other people play the other ones. I was a big-time Mario RPG fan, so I was disappointed by Paper Mario back when it came out, because it wasn't it was the sequel to Mario RPG, but it wasn't Mario RPG, you know? Visually entirely different. Everything was different. But in retrospect, it was a fun game. I remember playing it. I remember enjoying it. It was a fun game. Let's go with luck. Ah! Oh god, my mouse! Oh god. Accidentally hit my sensitivity button. 1,000 Year Door is one of your faves? Yeah, I've only heard good things, and I bet they're great. I mean, like I said, I know that the first one was great. I had a ton of fun playing it. Just in my mind, I was like, but it's not a sequel to Legend of the Seven Stars. There's no Geno. Just go area. Oh, look at my punchy fists. I'm only just now noticing them. Oh, right, because I'm not getting a lot of attack kills, but that's what I need to be getting. There are multiple magnets on the ground. That's wild. Let's get that. In the GameCube one, you usually only had around 100 or 200 coins max, while here on the remake you got around 1,000. So they did just some nice, like, quality of life improvements, you're saying? That's nice. Rapid strikes. Lucky dice. Alright, that was a lot of level ups. Smash, smash, smash. Man. Whoa! Yeah, I think they're just dying to all my other moves. Been watching some of the older round videos. Just got to the one where I went out of camera yelling, Anna always gets healing field. Is that a thing? I don't remember. But, sounds about right. Smash! Man. Punch, punch, punch. Let's do the rapid strikes. Even more smash. Just punch, punch. Man, just smashing. My goodness. Sure. Man, this guy's beefy. I'm definitely not doing the amount of damage I was doing last time, but I guess I did have plus 400% damage last time. Now that I think about it. Smash, smash, smash. So ridiculous. Just flipping whack-a-mole. Let's see. Having to sit through a 30-second cutscene for an enemy cook was painful. Now you can do it in bulk. That's nice. So yeah, that's good. Just quality of life stuff. That's mostly what remakes should be. You know, if you're gonna have remakes, remasters, whatever, it's like just make it the same game, quality of life. You know, bring it up to the modern era. Did it used to work on a password system? You know, are you remaking Mega Man 1? Give me some checkpoints. Give me a save system, you know? Okay, let's max this stuff out. Quick dash. And quick dash. No! right. We almost maxed out all my moves. I'm gonna shortly. We'll get the other one. Question is gonna be like, how long will it take for me to do a significant amount of damage to this dude? Whew. Bang. Bang. Wow, the charge up time is pretty dang good now with all my rapid strikes and everything. Because I'm not doing this manually, this is on auto. Eek! Alright. Getting all focused. Getting chased by this monster and getting frozen like halfway through right as he's close to you with a thing that's like, hey, would you like to go a little faster? It's like, yep. I think you read my mind, level up. Lucky you were worried that Nintendo was gonna, or that the update was gonna get Nintendo censored, but instead they made it more like the original, the Japanese original. That's cool. One of the characters was trans in the Japan one, but was cut in the English version, but was re-added in the remake. That's cool. I appreciate that. Alright, get smashed. Wow, alright. He's what, like an eighth of the way down? Jeremy Colhane is now going to be on SNL. Oh, that's cool. Interesting, because I know that they just lost a lot of people, right? Because they're doing a big talent shakeup. So I know a lot of people just left. So I wonder if we're going to see a lot of internet personalities then. Because the people are saying that this is very much like they switched somewhere in the 2000s. Instead of getting their new comedians, the new cast members from the theater troupe, the Groundlings, which is where they were brought from mostly for a very long time, they switched over to poaching from the UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade. So this like switched to that kind of in the mid-90s, I think. So that's where you get people like Amy Poehler and whatnot. And apparently this is supposed to be a shift of that level is what is being expected with the new, you know, because they just did season 50, right? So it's like, okay, there's a reason to kind of have a refresh. They also, you know, they need to be constantly refreshing to be relevant. So you could very well see a lot of the SNL type content start to take a new, it'll feel new, but then it'll also just be like, all right, and this is just what SNL is now. You know what I mean? Like, some of y'all don't remember back before they even did any digital shorts, right? Before the Lonely Island came along and changed the game, right? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. I was watching us play Funguys on YouTube and started streaming. Lo and behold, yep, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But yeah, so I'll be interested. So, but good for Jeremy. Good for Jeremy. That's pretty huge. Shakes cane at price. I remember. Back in my day, Adam Sandler was the opera man. Jeremy's the tongue guy? Yeah. Why so much tongue? Just like the sound he makes when he does it too. My goodness. I gotta say, one of my more recent faves, someone who, the more I've seen their stuff, has jumped to my tops, my Game Changers and other episodes, is Angela Giratina from Smosh. She's great. She's really funny. I think it's like I saw an interview about like her background and stuff, and I think it like seeing the real person behind the character made it like 1,000 times more entertaining. I don't know how else to say that. It's like sometimes where you can see where the person ends and the bit begins, you know, can sometimes make it more funny. Boop. You been catching up on Dirty Laundry? I have not watched any of like the most recent season of Dirty Laundry, I don't think. And like, I can do Dirty Laundry. I can't do the news one, which I don't know if they even do that anymore, but the one where it's like, you know, totally real news, whatever it is, where they just say all the bad things that people have done or whatever. I can't handle it. It's just so secondhand embarrassing. Oh, PC Man, we're not going through the whole list today, apparently. The one where they try not to laugh. Exactly, exactly. I just can't. But that's all right. I think that Game Changer, Make Some Noise, Gastronauts, Parlor Room is a lot of fun. Smarty Pants Society is good. You know, there's plenty of stuff on there that I'm getting my money's worth. Like, if ever I were to question, is it worth the subscription that I pay for that? I'm like, well, I watch it more than I watch Netflix. Watch it more than I watch HBO. Chrissy watches a lot of HBO, but, you know, it's way worth it. Yeah, exactly. You haven't seen Smarty Pants or Parlor Room? So, Parlor Room is a tabletop game one. A lot of fun. A lot of the same characters you see in all the Game Changers and everything like that, just doing tabletop games. Hosted by Becca, right? And then Smarty Pants Society is hosted by Reika, and is where you basically make a PowerPoint on anything you want to make a PowerPoint on. And so it's, you know, very funny people making silly PowerPoints and being entertaining. Gotta tell you, y'all, if ever there were one that you know Price would excel at, I think we all know it's that one. Professional teacher, professional PowerPoint reader for a decade. I'd crush it. I'd make a PowerPoint about how good at PowerPoint making I am. But more so, I think it's like the fact that there is a game show on this streaming service that I pay for that is essentially, what if you were an overeducated nerd who happens to also be basically a theater kid and just wants to entertain but also has a lot of ridiculous random knowledge? Oh, hi. My name is Price. You know? It's when you find your people. You think I have a lot in common with Brennan? A lot of people have said that to me before. And I take that as a compliment. Because the way I see Brendan seems like a very genuine person, very creative, and ultimately, like, would live in a fantasy world of his own creation, and tries to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a truly kind and humble person, you know? Aw, Faith, that's sweet. Brendan Lee Mulligan is certainly, from what I understand, seems to be like certainly a person to aspire to emulate. Oh, it's also when he goes in on like capitalism and stuff. Yeah, no, I know. I've seen the rants. I think he has gotten, you know, granted, higher profile. You end up having to deal with it more. I think he's gotten a lot better at holding it back. Bunch of do's. Come on, boop. All right. But yeah, I think Make Some Noise is my favorite. You know, I think that it would be hard for me to argue that point because that one is basically like it's musical theater kid, drama kid game show, you know? So like voice stuff, random, you know how it is. You've seen it, you know. Whose line is it anyway? Times 100? Yeah. It's a great show. It's a great show. Gosh, speaking of which, the one with Wayne Brady is legendary. Oh, man. Yeah, Wayne Brady is... So if y'all have watched us for a long time, you know that I will occasionally just come up with a random little song here and there. I can throw out a verse. I can maybe make a chorus real fast. Not a whole song, but I'll throw out pieces of one. That's like... Wayne Brady has like the top tier version of that skill that like I'm still working on, you know? He's just so talented at his like improv. It seems like he's a genuinely good guy. It does appear to be that way. And from everything that I've heard. And which is why, like, you know, back forever ago, he did the Chappelle Show thing, and that's why it was so funny. The character that they had him play, which was basically that, like, Wayne Brady is actually Denzel Washington from Training Day. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, come on. Just get in there. Just face tank, face tank, face tank. Yeah, there you go. All right. Lucky there's a new warp pipe room for all the areas of the game. It used to be not worth it to use the warp pipe room, but now it's way better. Got it. So basically, like, convenience. They've made it more convenient. It seems like overall they've done what I think is a very good thing to do in game dev, and that's to respect your players' time. They're recognizing, look, let's be real. A lot of the length in older games was generated by being, by having filler space. You have to go and walk all this distance again. You have to do this one task over and over and over again. Like, the rose-tinted glasses often hide those blemishes. All right, good run. Took twice as long as the other one, it seems. That last run was just so powerful. That does speak to the curse ring thing that we had. Slow-mo! Where you at, bud? Oh, got him all the way to max! Hey, cool. Very cool. And I was noticing it in the round that, like, the Appletini's fireballs were, like, stacking up. And it took me a bit to recognize. I was like, oh, that's the effect of the slow-mo going around. All right, so we did these two today. So next time we will do, or I will do these. Because I do like to split it up. Do a bit of that. Okay. And just go ahead and equip. Okay. So, let's go ahead and say, so for the YouTube peoples, y'all, hope you enjoyed. This will probably be the last episode of this we'll do for a little while. You know, unless I really feel like, you know, getting another one out there. It's just we've kind of hit the end of the content for now. I will be keeping an eye on it through its, early access, and we'll be checking in with it whenever they do a significant update. So do keep me aware of those if I'm not aware of them. And, you know, if you really want to see me play more of this just as we have been, then let me know. Maybe we'll just keep playing just with the limited content that's in it right now. But I just wanted to make sure to give y'all one last episode before saying that we may take a break from it. Anyway, thanks, YouTube peoples. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.